Well, she judged it right, just didn't hit it quite hard enough, did she, Beth? Van Dam obviously went up against the Hospitality Boardings here, taking a free drop. It's the third shot.
Taking advantage of her length nicely.
It's her final hole today as well. And it's going to be a very good round of golf from the winner of the Xiamen Open. Certainly 3 untouched birdies on the back nine, that's going to be, if she knocks this one in. I think she is. Going to be around a 69, and that's only the 5th score posted in the clubhouse in the 60s so far in this opening round.
Pedersen here from 17, running back up the slope for birdie. She's just given herself so many chances today to pick up strokes. Currently at 3 under par.
Safe par for Iturios. She really has putted nicely, hasn't she? She's probably held as many putts as we've seen from anybody on this back nine.
That was a handy up and down, short-sided, short of the green in the bunker. Fist pump there from caddy Alvaro Alonso. Another opportunity slips by for Shan Feng. It's been an interesting year for her. Has been ranked as high as 15 in the world, but she's pegged that back with the 2 wins recently.
That makes up for the error at 13. Lovely too at 15. She moves back to level par. You know, it's been one-sided events, haven't they? There's been Shan Feng and the rest the last couple of years. I wonder whether we're kind of going to make up for that this year with a battle between a number of players, because obviously it's only day one. You'd expect it to be congested, but the fact, of course, just to remind you, it's a 54-hole event, maybe adding to that possibility.
Pedersen with just a little bit of work left to do for par here on 17.
All's well that ends well.
Well, that one certainly got the heart pumping.
This is for birdie for Hannah Burke. Yeah, a couple in a row. Well done, Hannah. Well, no one's called her yet, have they? Florentina Parker, remember, she was 8 under at one stage in her opening round, but 5 under, good enough for a 1-shot lead over Cheyenne Woods, who was at 6 under as well in her first round before being pegged back to -4. And Van Dam completing that round of 69. Meadow, Iturios and Pedersen still out on the course, and all at -3.
Sounded like some pretty interesting contact there. Perhaps didn't catch that one quite so perfectly off the club face. What a day it's been for Mooney Heat. Started playing golf with her dad at the age of 5, was starting to compete in tournaments at the age of 7. So at the tender age of 17, she's already been playing for 10 years.
She's not lived in China much, has she? She went to they moved to Canada, didn't they?
Yeah, she lived in Vancouver, I think, and then down to San Diego, back to LA now. So she's moved around a little bit. Went to Torrey Pines High School in her Torrey Pines is a favourite course of our current Order of Merit leader, Beth Allen, also from San Diego. Mooney also played alongside Angel Yin in the US Women's Amateur 4-ball a couple of years back. They got bumped out by the eventual winners in the quarterfinals, but they said it was a great pairing. Got along very well. Not so different in age is Yin and Mooney He.
They're just a year behind each other. Beth Allen and some of her stats from the 2016 season. Anything stick out really from it? I mean, all very, very solid. I suppose greens in regulations pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah, she's number 6 in green in regulations out on the LET, but number 1 in birdies and number 1 in the amount of top 10s, those 8 top 10s this year. Just a testament to how many times she's had a chance to win as well. Lost in a head-to-head battle with Azahara Munoz, the Women's Spanish Open. That was down in Marbella. Pulled the tee shot on 18, and Arthur Munoz playing one of the shots of the century under a tree over a bunker, and gave herself a brilliant birdie chance. So it was quite the battle.
Well, the pink ball of Patlin, making things out with her brother, Pom Pom. Had a pretty good year in America as well. It's on and off. Fabulous. Another chance for a birdie. And there are opportunities. You know, she's birdie 15. 16's, you know, if you're hitting it smoothly, like she's showing good chance. 17 again when you get to it. Then you've got the par 5 18th to finish. Good stance here for Nuria Torres though after her tee shot.
Oh, we said the contact didn't sound that great off the tee. It's a tricky bunker to be in. Technically a little bit more like a wasteland down there on the left of 15.
Yeah, quite right. Glenn Mothler now with her approach to 17.
To go up and over all of the palm trees on the corner. That's a pretty good result there from Belen.
Shen Shen Feng's tee shot not in the ideal spot off the tee here.
Oh, that is rough.
You wish you were left-handed at this point. That might be an option, mightn't it? Hitting it left-handed. She's saying, if I hit it off this point here, Mercer, honestly, it might work. And he's saying, don't be so silly.
Good luck trying to convince him. Although it all depends on how the back of your golf club is built. Some are actually capable of being hit left-handed. Calling for a referee perhaps to get clearance on the fact that she can hit a backhand.
Fang is calling a referee.
Yeah, I'll just get the bunker real quick.
I mean, what? She needs clearance to know that? I mean, maybe it's something else, maybe, but
they build the hill?
I mean, she can go left hand, can't she?
She can. I think she's getting confirmation that she's allowed to use the back side of the club rather than, you see a lot of players twist the club around, still use the front side with the groove. So perhaps just getting confirmation there. That swing looks a little bit different to a normal swing, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, there she's trying it the way that you're sitting.
I wouldn't be doing it that way, if I'm honest.
No.
Because that just brings bunker into play if you catch the edge.
It's not often you see a right-handed player find the fairway and play it left-handed.
He's a little bit of a short straw here. She's obviously been in the bunker to see whether she can really get a hold of it. My thought process would have been to hit up, kind of almost scooch up the face of that bunker, get something like a hybrid, grip down on it, so you can get a little bit of something with a hot club face behind the ball, try and bunt it up.
Rest assured, waiting for the referee, rest assured we'll be back for the fun and games with fun. Beth Adams been peppering the flags the last few holes, not quite hit.
It's going to be a tricky putt back down that slope as well. A couple of yards too far there.
See if this magic putting touch can work again for Aditi Ashok. Nearly did. Yeah, not one of those that can get away. This birdie for Beth Adams.
Well, it certainly went over something about halfway. Bit of a spike mark there. That was always my pet peeve as a player. That you'd see them on the green and it couldn't be repaired. I always felt like that was one of the rules that was just a little bit shifty.
Yeah, like having to hit an approach when you find the fairway out of a divot. Viturius got her eyes in on the green, that's for sure. Just a safe par, though. One too many. So here we go. You know, seen a number of players try it this way around. Only for fun, though. What can Shan Shan Feng do with this? Left-handed. Wasn't taking too much risk with it, was she?
Her grip actually looked pretty good there. It's hard once you change to actually go so you don't have right hand low, because that's obviously the way that your hands are natural, so it's hard to switch completely. She did it, and she advanced the ball. Ashok there, just tidying up for her part. So she had a chat with Feng at the Olympics. Shan Shan Feng wanted to switch pins with her. She wanted the India pin. She was willing to trade another country. I won't say what country it was to offend any watchers at home. But it was a good, fun bargaining process. This is Pedersen on 18.
Yeah, trying to finish a round off in style. And 3 birdies around the turn. Hasn't had a birdie, though, since 10. Patlam looking for a second in a row. This to get under par. Big chance gone.
Brother Pornpong on the bag, but father Dusit and mother Plumeput also in the crowd this week. Big family affair for the Patlams. Big unforced error there.
And again, I mean, great chance for birdie. She's walked off with bogey. One of those that played at the Olympics with, of course, Jatanagan as far as Thailand were concerned. Feng now, see if she can escape with a par.
She was right by the 35 marker to the front of the green. That one just running out, not able to get too much spin on it there.
No, I mean, Beth out in the park. No one really getting any grip at all, are they? Hello, Beth. She wasn't waving at us after all.
I'll take it. That was the family of one of our staff, Polly Clark, out supporting Beth. They're good friends.
Yeah, just update you on Stephanie Meadows dropped a shot at the par 3 fourth hole, so she's back at 2 under par now.
Currently the leader on the golf course is Emily Pedersen. This is a birdie putt on 18.
Yeah, this to get into a tie for second and around a 68. Well, she's playing very nicely, isn't she? Emily Pedersen, one of those rounds where maybe she could have gone lower. Knocks that in, it'll be 8 pars to finish on the 9 holes where you'd expect to make a few more birdies, really.
Speaking of birdies, here a chance for Belen Motho. It's on the back edge of 17. That one is a misread. Always said she was like the Sofia Vergara of women's golf. Absolutely hilarious to watch. Has the best body language around. Always entertaining.
Oh, but then frustrated. Shan Shan Feng will be as well if she walks off with a bogey here. Now that is a par for you.
Well, she can do it right-handed. She can salvage it left-handed.
Yeah. Just as a 4, doesn't it?
She's just teaching Mooney He a trick or two out there.
And this is what quality world-class players do. They might not be at their best, but they're still able to shoot around like this at the moment level par. You never know, she might even finish under par come the end of the day. Just the one birdie on the car for Mooney He. She remains 4 over. This for the 69 for Pedersen. Off to a fly. You can see a couple of birdies early on, then drop shots at 5 and 6, then went on a bit of a tear before the pars to finish. Playing with Hannah Burke and Nicole Brock-Larson. Brock-Larson with a 74. We saw Hannah Burke make those late birdies. She had a 73.
This is Ashok into 16. It's going to hold up there on the slope. Be a very nice birdie opportunity.
Well, she'll be fuming, won't she, Patton, after what happened on the last green. So the Order of Merit leader getting close to home. Taken a little while, of course, to get this first round completed because of tragic circumstances, but this is the way that it is shaped up. 67 from Florentina Parker, leaving her in front at 5 under par. Another round in the 60s, the latest from Emily Pedersen and Laura Jansen, who is right now outside the top 90 on the rankings. Remember, the top 80 keep their card. Well, she's doing her best. She finds herself just 2 off the lead.
Certainly favouring a fade. To that back right hole location. You can see just through those palm trunks over on the right-hand side of screen.
Birdie chance coming up here for Aditi Ashok. Feel when she's over the ball, good chance it's going to go in. There's nothing tentative about the putting stroke, is there?
No, she putts with glove on as well. Coached by Stephen Giuliano, who's based out in Malaysia, in KL. So she got a Spencer's invite to the Sime Darby LPGA Malaysia, and he was out watching her just to get a feel for what she does under pressure. That said, her putting is always, as always, absolutely exceptional. Second here for Patlam. Really lovely angle. Almost impossible to get any spin in that part of the green on 17. Especially with the wind just starting to trail a little bit. Noria Aturios, her birdie chance, shies by on 16, down the hill. She's currently 2 under par for her round, fresh off that bogey on the par 3 15th hole.
It's a shame with the season ender in a way that, you know, she's not closer to Aditi Ashok, and there's a bit of a race going on for them for the Rookie of the Year. And, yeah, of course I'm delighted for Beth Allen, but it'd be nice if someone was pushing her this week. I mean, the silverware hasn't been handed out yet, but it may as well be, of course, with Aditi, top rookie, and Beth clear as #1 on the rankings in Europe. And of course, Angel Yin, she certainly played her part as well. Par putt coming up here. Played a major at the age of 14, Angel Yin. She's been around a while, even though she's only just turned 18. Telling us she had 17 hours sleep last night. I mean, have you ever slept that long before?
Not on purpose.
I sometimes don't sleep that many hours. 3 nights combined.
Not when you're jet lagged. That was an absolute beauty. They're into 17.
It has been a while since I was a teenager there.
She's still growing, Angel Yin. Hits the ball an absolute mile. She'll be one to watch in years to come. Has a really solid golf game. This is the closing of the 18th, and it's all about where to lay up here, isn't it, for Shan Shan Feng? Yeah, very much so. She's got about 239 to the front of the green, so it's definitely not in reach with all of that water to carry with the second. So the ideal shot, perhaps about 160 yards, that would pop up nicely up by the 70-yard to the front mark. 84 to the pin from there. Just really about placement. Job well done there by Fang. Hasn't finished a year of the last 4 outside the top 6 in the world rankings. She was headed to do that at the start of October. She was 14th, now world number 4 after a late charge.
Been a bit of a strange back 9 from Patlam. Batting from off the green. Done a pretty good job. Beth having a giggle about something there. When you have worked so well with a caddy as she has over the last 18 months, I'm sure Brutal is his name, is quite happy to be on the bag. Obviously a very good bag to have, but knows that he's got some big shoes to fill.
I think the rapport that Beth and Sophie have built throughout the last year and a half has only cemented their confidence on the golf course. The two are friends, and sometimes that dynamic's an interesting one to manage, but they've been very disciplined with the way that they handle it, when to stay with each other, when to give each other a little bit of space. Hard to make those decisions.
Excellent, excellent putt. They worked it out. She delivered. Fabulous. Into position again, in contention once more in this fabulous 2016 season for Beth Allen.
She just looks like she's having an absolutely terrible time out there, doesn't
Terrible.
she?
Hating every minute. And Bono gets her birdie as well. Patlam yet to tidy up for her par here. Well, this is a hole that's brought so much joy, of course, to Shan Fang over the last 4 years. She normally comes here with about a 5 or 6 or sometimes a 12-shot lead, but
it is a strange sight to see Shan Fang not in control of a golf tournament here in Dubai.
of course there was one year she turned up here and she didn't win, and that's because she had a poor opening round. Still managed to finish in 5th place. She actually opened up with a 76 in 2013. She's 61 under par prior to today's round in her 4 years here. Very at the last, and she'll get to 62 under.
Likes the look of it. You are hitting essentially straight back into the sun this time of day on 18.
Yeah, which is getting lower, of course. You can see the shadows lengthening. 3 local time.
Checking that one up very nicely is Ashok. Currently 1 under par for her round. This is her first round with caddy Ollie Brett on the bag.
Just 1 bogey on the back 9. And birdies for Laura Davis. position here at 17 at Turios.
Just 40 yards to the front of the green. Pin 28 on, 68 total.
Oh, that's a poor miss.
We talked about how soft the greens were early in the week. They did purposely overwater just because of the wind that was coming, also due to the overseeding. Here's 419 Bermuda grass on the fairways, overseeded with perennial ryegrass, so that's why it's a beautiful deep green. That is the ryegrass shining through.
To stay at 4 over. Well done. Finished with a double bogey in Abu Dhabi. I don't know if you remember, she ended up throwing a putter into the water.
I do remember that.
So frustrated was she with it.
She's obviously found another one since then.
Oh, yeah.
Motho in the back of the green. Great effort. So it's going to be a par to finish for Belen Motho. That's a round of level par 72.
Yeah, dropped the shot at the first, and it's all about par 5s for a couple of birdies. And a drop shot at the 10th as well, and then finishing with a par here for 72. Yeah, skyscraper after skyscraper going up in that skyline. Still see the odd cranes around. Yeah, Shen Shen Fang with a chance to finish out with a birdie. Took a little while to get this round going, didn't it? Couple over par after 10 holes.
Looking putt. Interesting that Fang always has putted with the toe in the air. The majority of players that are notoriously good putters doing the opposite, generally toe down. A couple on our tour have a similar style. Nana Madsen, very upright stance, but it will be a 5 to finish for the world number 4, Shan Shan Fang.
Yeah, not her very best, but one of those rounds where she worked hard to claw it back to level par and make sure she's still in with a chance for the final 2 rounds to come. Looking for a 4th Omega Dubai Ladies Masters title. Turios after that poor wedge into this 17. Classy shot here, though. Classy shot in for a birdie. She was fuming after the second. I hope she's smiling now.
Oh, it's a funny game, isn't it? Keep the putter in the bag, caddy. I won't be needing it, she says.
And that takes Nuria Turios to 3 under par. And just 2 shots off the lead. Of course, we saw Beth Allen knock one in from off the green at that very same hole. And she's up to 18 now.
I was helping with a bit of a bug there. It is all a question of keeping this ball on the fairway for this layup. things get ugly when you lay up into the rough. Happens more often than we'd like to admit on tour. No trouble there from Beth Allen, splitting the middle.
And as you were mentioning earlier on, a lead of about 130,000 euros at the top of the Ladies European Tour rankings for Beth Allen. But like it at Ashok, both two-time winners, Georgia Hall and Florentina Parker. No wins for them this season, but they've been prolific as far as top tens are concerned. Bono, a winner in Scotland. Madsen, winner, of course, in the Czech Republic. A couple of Swedes in there in the shape of Caroline Hedmore and Camilla Lennart. And we've been watching plenty of today, haven't we, from Nuria Iturius, second best place rookie. So the number 2 on the order of merit with a chance of a 3 at 17 and walks it in.
When she knows, she knows.
So the teenage Indian moves to 2 under par. 3 shots behind our leader, Florentina Parker, the German-based English golfer, with a 67 completed earlier on today, as was Sophie Jacquel's 68, and Sharon Woods matching that score of the afternoon players. A couple of 69s in there from Anne van Dam and Pedersen. Laura Jansen, the Latvian, and Nuria Iturius still to complete their opening rounds, both also on that 3 under mark.
Wants us to get a little left. It was the right club. Bit of the wrong line there. Miscue from Beth Allen. Here's the figure of the affable Frenchwoman, Isa Boineau. Having a real breakthrough year on the LET, 5 on the order of merit. Picked up her first win. Went to school at the University of Arizona over in the States. Great shot there. Pin high from the French woman. Half Vietnamese, half French is Boineau.
Time of day with it's a lovely temperature, isn't it? Obviously 28 degrees, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure some of you might be in certain parts of the world where you'd give anything for that kind of temperature, but it can get pretty hot out there. But it's just cooling down very nicely now to sort of low 20s. Just missed the fairway in her layup here, Patland. But she's done very well.
Well, you can see that the sun is setting quite quickly. That shadow line was right around the hole location when Fung was coming through. It's advanced a good 10 feet or so since then. The sun falls down behind some of the fabulous skyscrapers here in downtown Dubai.
That goes 3 rounds, so a couple will still come tomorrow. Shootout in the final round on Saturday, of course, a Wednesday start, as is often the case in the Middle East. Weekend here, Friday and Saturday.
We could be in for a real treat come Saturday if it turns out to be the battle that it's promising to be. And if no one starts to run away with it as they have Shan Shan in the previous few years.
Yeah, you looked at the big name players, and Shan Shan Feng obviously certainly the favourite at the start of the week, level par. Charlie Hull, level par. Suzanne Pedersen at 2 over par. And these are probably the standout names in terms of players that have come from the LPGA Tour. And then I suppose Beth Allen, she'll be pretty pleased, won't she, where she stands at. I reckon he's catching there.
We'll blame the shadows being cast. Well, Pong Pong, not quite judging that one well.
Won't make the Thai cricket team, Mark Hatley. Well, certainly a longer birdie putt than she was expecting here, Beth Allen. Oh, a pretty good one from off the last green. With this outside chance for a closing birdie. Is it going to get there? No. And suddenly she's brought the possibility of a bogey in the equation. Putts for playing partners coming up. It's going to be Patland to putt here first. Alison, this side of the hole, is it pretty quick?
Yeah, it's all downhill. We'll move a little left to right.
Oh, looking for dinner. What can I find in there? Must be something around. Tell you what, you wouldn't want to get your hand in the way of that big, would you?
It's an aggressive approach.
I'd love to tell you what it's called, but I've got no idea.
That looked like me at the breakfast buffet this morning, actually.
She's got it. It's been that kind of back nine, really, very up and down, some sloppy areas, some lovely birdies. And all adds up to a level par round of 72 for Phonanong Patlam, the 2013 champion. A hug from Big Brother. Well done, sister. Also, it's obviously to finish with back-to-back birdies for around a 70.
This putt pretty much straight downhill. Shouldn't move too much either way.
Just moved the other way, didn't it? I'm sure Beth Allen was having a good look at that one. She's on a similar kind of line.
Almost exactly on line as she moves her marker back. One putt ahead. Important par save here for Allen. Currently only 3 shots back from the lead, currently held by Florentina Parker after what was a very interesting round for her, 67. Bono's putt was anything to go by, perhaps right centre might be a good read.
Around a 70 then for the American. Didn't come back, did it? The way that Bono's did. Bamboozled a little. What a frustrating 3-putt bogey that is at the end of the round for Beth Allen. Just a little blot on the landscape of what had been a really good back 9. Nothing wrong.